Good Christmas Eve and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to today's top news stories, let's take a quick look outside our weather window and a gorgeous shot coming our way from up north in Okanagan County from our Billy Goat camera, our Sky-Fi Tower camera up that way. And you can see a very thick and very strong inversion happening right now up that way. We saw plenty of clouds around north central Washington all day long, and look above that. Beautiful blue sky with lots of sunshine, but boy, those clouds sure kept our temperatures down today. And enjoy today and tomorrow because we do have another round of some light snow moving in on us Wednesday. In fact, the folks up around Winthrop and Twisp could see 2 to 4 inches of snow again on Wednesday here in the Wenatchee Valley. Probably more to 1 to 2 inches likely on Wednesday. And we'll talk more about that storm, and we'll take a quick peek at our weekend ahead coming up a little bit later on. And now a few of the stories we're following for you tonight. The Washington State Patrol is warning motorists to be watchful for rocks on area roadways as extra moisture on hillsides is made for potentially dangerous slides. In a recent interview on the TV program Inside Olympia, Governor Jay Inslee says as part of his budget, he hopes to give local governments the power to raise its levy lid in order to pay for improved education. And when the holiday season ends, you'll need to find something to do with your once live Christmas tree. We'll tell you where to take it. But first, we begin tonight. 2 people escaped and an unidentified person was killed in a house fire this morning in the Lake Wenatchee area. Initially, a woman was reported as missing. Jason Reinfeld of the Chelan County Sheriff's Office said the fire was in the 22,000 block of Alpine Drive.
Fire was reported about 9:20 this morning. It ended up having a single-family home fully engulfed in flames. 2 male residents were able to escape, and they had indicated at the time that there was a 3rd person unaccounted for. Fire crews are still working on putting out the fire at this time, and the cause is under investigation.
And we will have more details of that fire on our Facebook page as it becomes available. The Washington State Patrol is warning motorists to be watchful for rocks on area roadways as extra moisture on hillsides is made for potentially dangerous slides. Twice last week, big rocks briefly blocked Highway 97A near Eniat. There were no injuries in either of those incidents. Well, in a recent interview on the TV program Inside Olympia, Governor Jay Inslee says as part of his budget, he hopes to give local governments the power to raise its levy lid in order to pay for improved education.
I do not believe that it is anything wrong having essentially raising these local levy lids to the place they've been historically. That's all I'm suggesting. And those have allowed local communities to control their own destiny, to make their own decisions of enhancements above and beyond that basic education. And I think local communities ought to have that discretion because they do know their communities best.
Well, when the holiday season ends, you'll need to find something to do with your once live Christmas tree. The Wenatchee Boy Scout Troop 7 will be recycling trees beginning on January 5th at the Stamilt Organic Recycling Center. That's located at 1465 South Wenatchee Avenue. You can drop your tree off from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. A $5 donation is recommended. In Douglas County, Countywide Solid Waste is holding a special tree recycling event. That's January 5th from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. at 6114 Batterman Road. That's in East Wenatchee. A $5 donation is also recommended for that event. Remember to remove all ornaments before taking your tree in for recycling. Coming up next, Christmas Eve started early this morning with a prayer and a hot meal at the Lighthouse in Wenatchee. And it's shaping up to be a white and merry Christmas at Mission Ridge Ski and Board Resort right outside of Wenatchee. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Arctic Refrigeration and Heating has been serving North Central Washington for 34 years. Arctic provides the finest heating and cooling air quality products for residential and commercial customers, along with prompt and professional customer service. Arctic also offers specialty services like custom sheet metal fabrication of ductwork, coil cleaning, as well as planned fall and spring maintenance for the overall well-being of your system. Arctic is available for emergency calls 24/7. Call Arctic Refrigeration and Heating for your heating and cooling needs.
Thanks to the help I received at Goodwill,
I have a job. I'm working now, thanks to Goodwill.
Thank you, Goodwill.
Thank you, Goodwill.
Thank you, Goodwill.
Thank you, Goodwill.
Goodwill's Employment Connection Center is a free walk-in job search assistance program designed to get you back to work. When you donate to or shop at Goodwill, you're really helping people find work.
Thank you.
Goodwill, there's more behind the store.
Sir, I pulled you over today to ask you one thing. Is it true that Apple Valley Honda has a free lifetime warranty on every new Honda?
Officer, I'm glad you asked. Our lifetime warranty comes free on all of our new Hondas. That means you won't have to pay a dime for any major expenses. That could save you thousands. And no, you do not have to service with us. It's a great peace of mind, officer.
Wow, my wife and I have wanted the new Accord. We'll see you this weekend.
Welcome back. In another news, Christmas Eve started early this morning with a prayer and a hot meal at the Lighthouse in Wenatchee. The South Wenatchee Avenue Soup Kitchen serves up dozens of meals on a daily basis. But it's during this time of the year that the need is greatest. NCWLIFE Steve Hare reports.
Well, the Christmas holiday is a special time at the Lighthouse, and it's likely you'll see someone you know volunteering their time to make the holidays a little more comfortable for our community's homeless.
My name is Gloria Reichman. I'm from Kashmir, and I'm also a Kiwanian. I'm also the president of Wacoka Kiwanians, and this is the most wonderful place to volunteer. It allows you to help people, and remember that's our main responsibility on this planet, you know, because God is present in all these people, and so you're touching Christ, and Christ is touching you. These people are so grateful for whatever you do. And by helping the people here, it allows you to help the people in my Kashmir community, because we're able to bring things, extra things from here down to our food bank. And many times these people will even come to Kashmir to the Thursday night dinner at the Methodist Church, and we recognize them and welcome them as good friends. I would certainly encourage anybody to come down and volunteer, because you are appreciated, and you're kind of letting people know that God loves them, and they tell you thank you here.
The Lighthouse has operated the soup kitchen since 2010. Since then, they've expanded to include homeless shelters, a free clinic, and preschool. Fueled strictly through charitable donations, the group is now involved in repurposing an old fruit packing house as the organization's base of operations. Volunteers Ron and Nani Paquette described the project on today's Street Talk and Other Stuff program.
yeah, we're going from 2,700 square feet to 33,000
So the main floor, they completely redone the whole floor, tore all the walls out and everything. They poured concrete on the whole building on the new floor. And about a third of that will be the medical and dental clinic on one side, all brand new offices, all brand new. They have 4 dental rooms, 4 medical rooms, and all of this, whatever they need to go along with that. The rest of it will be the soup kitchen dining area.
Okay, so you're moving from the Lighthouse down to there?
Correct.
Okay,
Yes.
oh, I see, okay.
Yep. Completely remodeled, all new power, all new water, all new everything, HVAC in the building. It's taken a lot of money, a lot of time.
Sure.
All the donors in this valley, I gotta thank you. It's been amazing ministry that you've donated to resurrect this building for the future and beyond.
The Paquettes say the new Lighthouse Ministries facility is slated to open sometime in the new year. Steve Hare, NCWLIFE News.
It's shaping up to be a white and merry Christmas at Mission Ridge Ski and Board Resort outside Wenatchee. After celebrating Christmas on the mountain on Saturday, the ski resort received a fresh batch of snow Sunday and will be open Christmas Day from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. A video from Mission Ridge shows some of the fun from the past week, including Saturday's festivities. Looks like fun. You're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News. Coming up next, tonight's feature story and your complete local weather forecast. That and much more still to come on the NCWLIFE Evening News. Stay with us.
I'm Tom from Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. At Alpine Air, we think of ourselves as customer service-oriented retailers. When you make an appointment, please visit our store, meet our people, see our shop. We are serious about heating and air conditioning. Carrier and Alpine Air are offering huge factory rebates and financing options for all your needs. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air. Call for your free replacement estimate. Heat and air, call Alpine Air, 662-6846.
Eastern Washington. It's a great place to call home and a great time to own a home. It's the ideal place to lay down roots for your family and your future. Gisa Credit Union thinks Eastern Washington is a great place to own a home too. That's why we offer all kinds of home loans with personal attention every step of the way. We're your home. For home loans, we're Gisa Credit Union.
Where will you be a year from now? You could be working as a medical assistant. The Charter College Medical Assistant Certificate Program gets you work ready in 10 months. Add 5 more months to earn an associate degree. We prepare you with hands-on training and support you after graduation with job search help and interview skills. Institutionally accredited by the Accrediting Bureau of Health Education Schools, Charter has been training healthcare professionals for more than 30 years. Charter College. We work to get you to work.
Welcome back to the NCWLIFE Evening News. The Heels Donk family were homesteaders in the Hoh River Valley with a story that grew into a legend. In tonight's feature story, Ralph Monroe takes us deep into the Olympic National Park and recounts the feats of the Iron Man of the Hoh.
It's hard to believe in the state of Washington there's a location where it rains 12 feet a year. I know there's dark winter days when we think that's our house, but there's really only one spot, and that's the upper Hoh River Valley where we are today. In the 1890s, this whole area was opened for homesteading by the United States government, and the Heelsdunk family settled here. John Heelsdunk, later called the Iron Man of the Hoh, married another German girl that he met through his family, brought her here, and for 17 years and 4 babies, she never left. The Heelsdunk family have incredible legends built around them. They homesteaded here before there were any roads, any trails. John mostly worked for the Forest Service and the government, building trails and carrying supplies. Of course, the classic old story about John Heelsdunk is the ranger met him on the trail and said, "John, that's an awfully big cook stove you're carrying." And he replied, "It's not the cook stove bothering me, it's the 50-pound sack of flour in the oven that keeps shifting around." I think the story has grown and grown and grown, but nevertheless, this was one tough guy. John Heelsdunk, the Iron Man of the Hoh. This is a beautiful location, especially if you like the rain. This truly is one of my favorite places.
Time now for a check of your North Central Washington weather forecast. Of course, Christmas Eve today, Christmas tomorrow. A lot of you traveling. Today should be great. Tomorrow as well. We'll get to that in a second. But big cloud inversion up in Okanagan County. This is our Billy Goat Sky-Fi Tower camera looking down, and not much below that except some cloudy skies and cool temperatures. We saw that as well here in the Wenatchee area today. We did see a little bit of light clearing, but for the most part it stayed a little bit on the cool side, still above normal though. 36 our high today, 30 is where we started, 22 is our normal low. 48, our record high, that was set back in 2014, just a few years ago, and our record low, 1983 at 1 degree below zero. A tenth, or I should say a hundredth of an inch of precipitation the past 24 hours. That now gets us to 6.89 for the year. Sunrise this morning at 7:47 and the sun set this afternoon at 4:14. Let's get that surface loop in motion now and show you what you can expect tonight at 10 o'clock. Partly cloudy skies out there. That will make for some cool overnight lows, but you can see all of Washington State clear skies right now ahead of the next storm system, but that's a few days off. Here's your Christmas Day, and folks, this is pretty much all day long. It's going to be mostly sunny. We will see mild temperatures throughout the day. In fact, mid to upper 30s for your Christmas Day. A great travel day if you are moving on the roadways tomorrow. And then on Wednesday, our next storm system moves in. A 60% chance for snow. This is at noon on Wednesday. It should snow off and on throughout the day. 1 to 2 inches of new snow is possible as we move into Wednesday night. Things will clear out then overnight and into our Thursday. Not a bad day either. Mostly sunny skies. This is at noontime on Thursday. A few showers in the Cascades, and that will make for an even nicer Friday as we end our upcoming work week. Mostly sunny skies. It will be a little bit cooler as we see more of a northwest influence, and that'll usher in some cooler air, but still not bad. Saturday then, a slight chance for some snow showers as a weak system moves through. A 30% chance for probably rain mixed with snow on Saturday. Once again, high temperatures about where they should be for this time of year. Let's take a look now at that quick lube and tune forecast. Tonight we'll drop down with our clearing skies to around 26 degrees. For your Tuesday, Merry Christmas everyone. Santa busy at work on the internet probably. 37 degrees for Tuesday, a 30% chance for late in the day and early evening snow showers on Tuesday. And here's our big snow getter, if we get any at all on Wednesday. A 60% chance for snow, maybe an inch or two. Perfect temperature for some accumulating snow at 33. 36 for Thursday, sunny and mild, mostly sunny on Friday, a little bit cooler. Then we'll warm back up into the mid and upper 30s on Saturday and Sunday with mostly cloudy skies. And that's a look at your local weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Dear Merry Maids, please clean the kitchen, and the cabinets, and floors, and the chairs. And I wish you could clean the dog. Colin is now feeding himself. Thanks, Megan.
Hi, Megan. No worries. We got it all cleaned up. Let's hope Colin gets past the spaghetti flinging stage soon. Till then, we've got you covered. See you next time. Merry Maids.
And now it's a sports update on the NCWLIFE channel.
Happy Monday and Merry Christmas. The Seattle Seahawks pulled off a masterful upset of the Kansas City Chiefs last night in front of a national television audience. 38-31 the final. The Seahawks are playoff bound. Russell Wilson completed 18 of 29 passes for 271 yards and 3 touchdowns. Chris Carson passed the 1,000-yard rushing mark, finishing 27 carries, 116 yards, 2 touchdowns, including what proved to be the game winner with 2:33 left. Coach Pete Carroll was all smiles after his team beat one of the best teams in the NFL.
That was a blast. That was just so much fun. The whole thing was. We hit a lot of stuff tonight that we need to hit. The offense did not turn the ball over. They rushed for 212. Russ had an enormous night tonight. I've never seen Doug play better than that. I just thought he was magnificent. Just tough catches after tough catches. Then he gets his ankle twisted and he comes back and makes the big play after that. Just heroic stuff.
Doug Baldwin had 7 receptions for 126 yards and a highlight reel touchdown. He said the entire receiving corps has become a band of brothers.
We don't care about how many targets we've had throughout the course of the game or what the numbers are. We're savages. When it's our time to make plays, and when we're given the opportunity to make plays, we are going to make them. And we have shown that, you know, the Woots legacy and tradition has been since Sidney Rice was here. So, you know, it's not going to change. And I'm so proud of the receivers because they do that. That third down, or the catch that Demo had to get the first down. Come on now, that's just. He's a savage for that. And then Tyler's unbelievable go ball catch. You know, granted, Russ threw a beautiful ball, but you know, when you're called upon to make plays and you make plays, there's something to be said about that.
Chris Carson became the first running back in a Seattle uniform to rush for 1,000 yards in a season since Marshawn Lynch did it in 2014. He was quick to praise and deflect the praise on him.
Well, it's a blessing at the same time. You know, all the credit goes to the O-line. Without them, you know, none of this is possible. And I've been saying it all year. You know, we got 3 great running backs. You know, any one of them could have went over 1,000.
Seattle has gone 9-4 after an 0-2 start to make the playoffs. Coach Carroll says it's all about team leadership and the belief in what they could accomplish.
So it's a fantastic night for us. We're going to the playoffs, and I'm really proud that this team has done that. Yeah, there weren't very many people that thought we would ever have a chance to be in this position, but the guys in the room did, and led by the leaders, Bobby and Russell and Doug and Frank and Jay Reed, Tyler, all those guys. They just would not think anything but we were going to do something special with this team this year. And I know it looked bleak at times and all that. We started terribly and all, but it really, this is a real statement about leadership and a magnificent job, because we're a young team, and they led these guys to believe it. And so here we are. So Merry Christmas.
Seattle will wrap up the regular season Sunday at home against Arizona and could likely see a rematch of Dallas in the first round of the playoffs in 2 weeks. Well, the Wenatchee Wild hosted the Vernon Vipers in games Friday and Saturday at the Town Toyota Center. Ugly sweater night Friday became an ugly game for the home team, with Vernon coming out on top 3-0. So Wenatchee was looking to rebound Saturday and snap a 2-game losing streak. Brian Adams pulled off the hat trick, and Matt Goszewski assisted on every Wenatchee goal in a 5-2 win. Our checker had the call on the Wenatchee Wild Hockey Network.
And Goszewski picks it up in the neutral zone, comes in, has it on the backhand, throws it across. Iannone shoots and he scores! Well, that didn't take long. Adams curls, he's got it on the forehand, twists around, uses Goszewski as a pick, walks out in front and he scores! Played by Helgeson. He'll hit the brakes over on the near side now. Tries to get away, shot, and a score. Helgeson hit the brakes and spun it around and tossed it back over to Tyler Ho. Barger's camped out in front. The pass for an advancing Sasaki, and he scores! Brian Adams set that up nicely for Chad Sasaki. Adams fights for it on the end wall. Comes away with it. Curls, hits the brakes, has it on the backhand, steps out front, shot, score! And look at him go, Brian Adams. Iannone dropped off to Goszewski. He comes into the front of the net, shot, save, rebound, score! Brian Adams with the hat trick. Andrews again from the left side. His shot trickles in front, loose puck, shot, score. And Park claiming that he was interfered with, but Latta able to easily put it in on the back door. And the Wild will be able to put a bow on the first half of the season and head home for the holiday break victorious in this one over the Vernon Vipers.
So Wenatchee and the rest of the BCHL will take the holiday break with the Wild back in action January 4th at Powell River. It was a light schedule for high school sports over the weekend, with just a few basketball scores to report. First, on Friday nights in girls basketball, Eastmont girls dominated in a 70-18 win over Rogers of Spokane. Cashmere lost for the first time this season to AAA Mount Spokane 67-56. Okanagan cruised past Cascade. Tonasket topped Manson, and Waterville Mansfield posted a big victory over Oroville 58-14. In boys play on Friday night, our game featured here on the NCWLIFE channel, a classic. Eastmont and Rogers went 3 overtimes before it was settled, with the Wildcats coming out on top 87-81. I had the call right here on the NCWLIFE channel.
Calvillo to Wellborn. Inside to Nelson, layup, good with 54 seconds to go. Watch for Nomi, where is he? He's down on the low block, weak side right now. Glover working against Haberlock, drives it down, lays it up, good! Glover ties the game with 34 seconds to go. Calvillo driving, baseline, spinning, he traveled with the ball. Turnover by Eastmont with 4.6 seconds left. Their 12th of the second half, their 18th of the ball game. Inbounds pass comes in with 3 with 2 seconds with 1. Nomi drives it all the way, lays it up. No, they're going to say no. His shot came after time ran out. Gavin Betoff inbounding the ball in the backcourt. Ball comes in. Eastmont's got to try to foul here. Babbage with it. Ball stolen away. Go, good. Wellborn ties the game with 12 seconds left. Glover has the ball in the backcourt with 8, with 7, with 6. Babbage inside. Betoff, the ball stolen away. It's inbounds to Eastmont with 3, with 2, with 1. Is Mercer going to shoot it at the buzzer? No, good. Oh, my. Double overtime here tonight. Isaac Wellborn had been quiet in the extra frame. He had 27 points up until the overtime and then comes up with the steal and the bucket. How about that? It is Callan Glover going to work off a pick from Riblet with 4 seconds, with 3, with 2, with 1. Betoff on the drive, and it is no good. Triple overtime. Isaac Wellborn has been money. Wellborn going to collect it on the wing here with 3:44. Now he'll drive it down the lane. Lay it up. Good. Drive by Babbage. He'll lay it up. Missed the shot. Wellborn rebound. Outlet pass to Tanner Nelson. Nelson looking for the stuff. Tanner Nelson with the jam and the exclamation point. Here's a 3 launch. No good. And how about Eastmont winning a marathon game tonight, 87-81 in triple overtime.
Wellborn finished with 35 points. Also on Friday night, Okanagan over Cascade, 86-41. Tedesca topped Manson, and Oroville beat Waterville-Mansfield. That's sports. Grant, back to you.
Thanks, Eric. And that's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. Also, keep it right here on the NCW Life channel Wednesday morning for Wake Up Wenatchee Valley with host Dan Kuntz. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks for joining us, and Merry Christmas to you and yours.
The NCW Life channel is your home for local news, local weather, and events including live local high school sports. Watch inspiring local shows featuring local people. Don't miss Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Let's Learn, Guada TV, Street Talk and Other Stuff, the 12th District, Life with Lisa, and the Arbiter of Stoke. NCW Life channel is your local TV station.
Hey there, Wenatchee. I'm Sean Lee, and I'm inviting you to check out the NCW Movie Guide to keep up on what movies are playing in our town.
I'm Jim Corcoran.
And I'm Ken Osborne.
And you're watching the NCW Life channel.